bloody hell. There was a very poor connectivity issue coming from my side, so the stream got very interrupted. But in the meantime, we do have the fights going on in front of our screen, and Team HL Racer, they, as I told you, they will definitely drag some great amount of kills in no time. And yes, they did manage to do a squad wipe. And in front of them is squad number 3, which is definitely Team DPR Bala OP, and they do have a squad wipe in their hands. Now the circle has been shifting towards the southern part of the island, and although there is 1/3 part of the water still in contention, this player Android 17, he has been quite an underrated player, but he did show some skills from his he do have some great amount of skills which he did show the last few matches, and he did show he will definitely be on top of his game in this match. And in the meantime, he needs to apply some bandages, and there's a great location coming from team squad number 5, and they do have their locations, and they're even gatekeeping the team members from DZ clan who have the 3 kills in their pocket. Now team Atrava, DZ Atrava, he is running car 98, so better be careful. Don't do a peekaboo thing, or else your level 2 armor or level 3 armor will be popped off in no time. Now Android 17 finishes DZ, one of the members of DZ clan, so this is 2v4 situation right now. But both of the squads, they are not inside the circle, so they do need to get inside it very soon, and the zone will be coming in just 9 seconds time, and the next zone might give a hard shift towards even more southern part. Yesterday team IM did perform very well, and this time they're holding the bridge area, sending team 147 Joker as a scouter, and now he's scouting out all the regions. Definitely he will be like, if he gets knocked, then all the informations, all the strategical gameplays would be at a stalemate, because he is playing the role of a scout right now. Now somewhere I did see the kill fade where team HL coming again in the kill fades, but don't know. Yes, team HL Racer, yes, taking again a fight with team Kyromax, and this time I do need to see the fight going on. So team DPR, they are already down to 2 members, and DPR Bala OP is taken down by team HL Toxic, and definitely we can see a push coming in very soon. It's all down to DPR phase from clan DPR, and this grenade can wipe things off in style, but no, it did connect so properly. I mean, the timing was not so good, but the staff firings coming from squad number 7, I mean the illusion exists, that is pinpointing DPR phase at a 1 position, and he has no other way but to give his kill to the play zone. Now HL Racer is still trying to confirm that one kill into their name. Team Chexi is being gunfired by Team squad numbers by Dreadman Hitman OP. The squad number 20 is straight heading towards squad number 23. I mean, they do not know that there is a whole squad waiting for them. And that is Team NXS, Dark Guy and Mr. Wade. Your Panic shows what he is capable of and takes a beautiful knock with Car 98 headshot. I am Mr. Psycho blasts the vehicles and takes down team members of FFP. So this is quite saddening, and I don't think the race will be coming soon. And no, the kill was being confirmed by team members from squad number 13, and the zone has been towards the western part of the bridge. And if we do focus on the zones, it might go and shift towards the northern part of the but here we do see a head-on collision with squad number 13 and FFP boys. Now I-47, 147 Joker, that cover fire coming from him is beautiful in the sense that he is like 300 to 400 meters range, and yet he is covering his teammate. Now FFP squad, they need to find some hard cover in the sense that all their backs are being is completely open, and if they get spotted, they would be shredded into ashes in no time. Now team squad number 4, they are holding a single compound which can be deadly in the sense that if one grenade or one squad rushes and uses their utilities properly, then we can see a squad wipe in a blink of an eye, and I cannot even cast that fight. Now these boys are definitely scouting the area very properly so that no squad can rush them so easily, because there is an open area which we can see in the front of a screen, and that open area, if someone treads on that spot, treads on that area, you definitely need some vehicles, and even vehicles would not give you proper cover because the sprays, the picture perfect sprays that will come from M4s and G36Cs will definitely take one or two members down from the car itself. Now squad number 7, I mean Team Illusion Exist, is still alive with 2 members, so they do have 2 members alive, but they do not have any kills as such, so they're opting for position or placement points this time. The God's Eye OP, he has the G360 with 4 times on, and Team HL Racer, they have spotted these boys just because grass doesn't render from 150 to 200 meters range, whereas we see Nemesis Venom taking down FFP Crux and FFP Knockhead even, and that's the dead end of Team FFP. Really good effort from Team FFP, but Team whoever kill him there played a better role. Now we may not witness some brutal fights coming so early, but wait a second, after this circle I promise there will be so much gunfight, so much gunfire shot at from various directions that I cannot even cast properly. Now 147 Joker has decided to take a dip in that cold water. Now boy oh boy, you better be careful from hypothermia. You better be quick and go up top and even dry your clothes, right? And when you're swimming in water, it's illegal to come up and breathe, because once you get spotted, you are knocked and finished instantly. So better be careful if you are not if you are breathing, if you want that oxygen. Team IM Ashu, he is just gonna confirming that no one is at the coming from outside the zone. And team number 4, they might just opt for the bridge, but and yes, they will definitely opt for the bridge because they have only 2 options: either you come from the bridge or you just go and take a dip in water. In the meantime, we see the illusion heavy scoped on by Team IM Ashu, and the stab firing from M46 times. Those stab firings from M46 times was very brutal on Team Illusion, and in the meantime we see Team Dread. They might just push squad number 7, but no, they did push Team Angel. Now Hitman OP is taken down by Team Illusion. Now it's all down to Team Angel Racer. But no, Team Dread, Hitman and his members wipe out Team Angel, who were the top fraggers last day in style. And so we do have another team with more gun power than Team Angel. Now Team Dread, Hitman OP, he has 4 kills in his name, and this team has got all 4 members alive with the 9 kills in their pocket, and still there are 7 teams with 23 alive. And can we see a 10+ kill game in Vikendi? Now except Team 23 and 7 and even Chexy squad all needs to rotate into the zone. We see Godai giving his best, and why not? Why not? Team, as I said, Team IM, they just decide to take a dip in the water. But wait a second, Godai OP, you didn't hear that car vehicles or the vehicle sound coming from your right? Definitely there might be some connectivity issues, or I don't know, earphone problems, but that vehicle sound was very clear and proper. Now it's down to 4 teams and 15 players alive, and all are holding a compound. And if I am not wrong, then we can see a hill battle going on in this match. Now team number 17, they are also inside the zone with all 4 members alive. But wait a second, there is still yet again a hard circle shift towards the southern part, and team number 17 has to rotate like 100 meters. And they're just waiting for the other teams to take a fight initially, and they would be just like the Mexican cowboys who would be waiting and sitting out those fights, and in the end they would come up with their pistols and just give one shot and take away all the kills in their name. Now Team IM Psycho and IM Mr. Weak, even 147 Joker, they did manage to swing across the water, whereas Team Dread Hitman takes down Voldemort. So Team Dread Hitman is on a fire this match. But wait a second, there are 2 members who are knocked down of Dread, Raigu OP, and the Razors are coming in, and 3 members of Dread are knocked, and it's a push coming from Chexy squad. They are just going in like hungry coyotes, and this is ludicrous. I mean, one spray they took all 3 members of Dread Hitman squad. Dread Hitman did manage to revive one of his teammates, and the Molly is coming in, and they do know the location of other members of Dread Hitman OP. But in the meantime, they're being third party from squad number 13, that is IM clan. Squad number 17, with all 4 of the members alive, they do not have any kills, so we can see some survival skills coming into play. At least if all 4 members are alive, then you can have 6 to 7 kills if they manage this phase of the circle and take those gunfights, which will be coming soon. In the meantime, other squads, they are just blazing their guns left and right, and those MK sounds that is very dreadful to hear, and even it is a fiery gun and it needs to be feared by other players, because these guns are definitely capable of doing a squad wipes instantly, like the Grozas and M249s. And wait a second, Android 17, you cannot burn your teammates like that. This is bullying your teammates. You better be careful while you handle the fire. Now Voldemort being taken down by 147 Joker with that beautiful spray, and coming from 147 Joker. No, they do have the BRDM, so they would definitely be safe for some time, but this vehicle even blasts from 250 to 300 bullets of FFP. I mean, how long you spray, how much you spray, but all the bullets, with those few bullets the BRDM won't blast. So this is a vehicle which can come into strategies, but the BRDM meta has not yet been mastered by any of the squads or any of the pro squads in the not even in the tournaments, to be honest. Now squad number 17 squad number 17 is still have 0 kills, and PFM finally takes down I am Mr. Psycho. Now this was the thing that I was telling, that finally squad number 17 coming up with that 1 kill. They can even take away the chicken dinner, as they're being favored by the circle right now. In the meantime, we see that MK14 knock on Chexy. Now Gabru is being revived by Chexy and Zimba. So they will be on all fours again. 147 Joker. And wait a second, squad number 17 is wiped in a second, and I couldn't cast that. That is very bad on my part. And it's down to 3 teams, and Team Dread Hitman, he is reviving his teammates. So it's the fight, like you are on opposite side of the wall and I am on this wall. You are my neighbor and I'm your neighbor, but no one takes the fight. 147 Joker has 8 freaking kills, and they did loot that MK14 initially in Vikendi map from that airdrop supplies, and this gun definitely has wreaked havoc on other teams, and we can see and no, you cannot do that. Because you gotta be careful while facing MK14. That 1 or 2 bullets connecting your head will definitely give you a headache. Now Chex's squad needs to come into the circle, but he gets 147 Joker. He is like welcoming all other squads, all of the members of different squads, and it's down to 1 squad. And wait a second, yes, the last player is again taken by 147 Joker. He is the man with 10 kills in his name, and the squad has 16 kills. I mean, that is more than a 65%. Second comes Team Chexy, third is Team Dread, who definitely wiped out Team HL in style, but clattered when Chexy's squad pushed in. Squad number 4, they were the pacifist fellas, racking up only 1 kill, but they do have that 4th position in his name. 5th comes Team Illusion, 6th is a mixture of members, 7th is yet again, 8th is Team HL, 9th is FFP Boys, 10 is TZ, 11th is DPR, 12th is Outlaws, 13th is Team FTP, 14th H2O, 15th is Goddamn and TUB Noob, 16th is Trans Clan, 17 is Team Illusion Exist, 18 is Team Toxic Nitro, and 19 and the last squad was PDX Ninja and his boys. So We'll be parting with this, and we'll come back in a short while after this break, and we'll be heading towards the 12 a.m. match, which probably will be in San